channeling is so simple and you can do it. Everyone can. And in this video, you're going to get everything that you need to actually start channeling, and so that you can actually get the information that you need and that is valuable to you. So, hi, my name is Maya, 7Stars, and welcome to my channel. I'm all about self-mastery, life mastery, and this is a series about how to expand your consciousness. So I'm putting here the playlist. What I find the most important thing for people are when it comes to their consciousness, things that you haven't heard elsewhere. So have a look at that playlist, and for my original teachings, you can find another playlist. So when it comes to channeling, guys, it is so simple, but there are a couple of things that you just have to know, and then it's going to be a breeze to you. First and foremost, you need to commit. And that means committing means that you need to pick up one time, one day, in the morning or whatever that is for you. If it's only 15 minutes, if it's half an hour, but it has to be every day. So you're not only keeping yourself accountable, but your guides, your ascended masters or your higher self, whatever, you actually are committing, and you know that you're going to be coming up that time, that day, every day, right? And so more it will be coming for you. Your guides will showing up more, your ascended masters, because what I found out is that different ascended masters, different frequencies, they come to to work with you when is specific time for you, or God knows what is your contract, but they come and go. That's what I've experienced. I don't channel much of I don't channel at all the spirits, the entities, or whatever. That's all like the mediums, what they do. I channel source. I aim for the highest, because because everything is just a consciousness, and those other deities, angels, whatever, they're just flavors of more specific into something, but from the source you have everything. Depends on your I would say your beliefs that you are working on. So whatever is that for you, whatever belief is there, you go for that. But basically the first thing for you is to pick up the day and time where you're just gonna show up and you're gonna channel. That's it. That's simple. So what I always say to my people, night before, write the questions that you have, that you really want to ask or whatever. Just write all the questions. Until the morning, until your channeling session. You're going to totally forget it. And then when it time comes, you're there. That's your time. Like if you're going to sit down for 30 minutes, you have to sit down. Right? Because if you show commitment, then your guys are going to show commitment. They're going to see like, oh my God, she's serious. Okay, we're going to help her, whatever. And then not even that, you're going to be getting signs throughout the day. Everything, the whole consciousness tapestry is going to communicate with you. Like for example, when I go for a walk and I tune in, the whole surrounding is talking to me. It's hilarious. Like I don't need the cards. The cards is easy to read because the symbols, they just pop up. But when you go to the nature, oh my God, that's like, oh my God, tarotina in a big way. Right? And so night before you prepare those questions, you come in the morning, whatever that is, and you have to have your own prayer. So you have to have your own prayer. For me, you heard me saying many times my prayer, something that you are stating, who you're channeling from. I always state I'm working only with 100% God light. I invoke the highest light. That's what I want to work with, right? Stating and opening the session with your word, actually saying it out loud. I said my prayer for every reading, for every channeling, for every healing, for every single person that I've done anything energetically. First I prepare the space and I claim who I work with. Okay, for the highest frequency, right, that we can now operate here. And so writing all the questions and getting out to the session every day in the same time. And the best thing is for you to write. This is how you're opening yourself to the automatic writing. And the catch 22 that not many people are going to tell you is that the channeling is not about you, just channel. It's about the communication, and more you can actually, whatever, however, if you have to imagine that this is angel, or that this is your higher self, whatever that is, doesn't matter. It's all same consciousness. What is most appealing to you, what is most vibrating to you, that is what is going to come in. Also understand that you can only channel things that you are vibrating at. So as you raise your vibration, as you raise your consciousness, your level of perception and things that you're going to be able to communicate is going to expand as well. And so getting the pen and paper, and then just randomly, the questions are the best, and you can literally ask about anything. And then you just randomly, from that list, one question, and you read that question, and what first comes to you, just start writing it. The catch that not many people is gonna tell you, it is that you have to write that first word. Doesn't matter if you think, oh, I'm imagining it. Doesn't matter. It has to come from you, because the energy is what you you have to, in this physical world, you have to stamp your energy, so it has to come from you. So you are basically saying with this first, second word, yes, I'm doing this, and then the communication is going to start. So don't be like, oh, is this the right word or not? Whatever comes first, you start writing it. The thing here is that you just have to start writing it, and you say to your analytical mind, so now this block, half an hour session, I don't need my analytical mind. That is the art of channeling. Analytical mind, you're out of here. I don't need you, because I don't need your services for right now, because now we're just going to write, because you're operating with a higher mind, with a higher consciousness, and you are setting your analytical mind on the side, so it's not here analyzing while the information is coming. Okay, so your analytical mind needs to go away, and you tell it literally, like, now it's okay, you can get rest for the next half an hour. I'm only right, I don't need your services. Later on, once I finish the session, once I write everything, we are gonna go over and we're gonna dissect it, we're gonna analyze it. For right now, I don't need you. That's it. And then whatever comes to, doesn't matter how crazy it is, doesn't matter how out there it is, you just commit that you're going to write every single thing that's coming. And the more that's going to be coming, more you're going to be given, and you will be like, and and ask more questions and more questions and more questions. And it's how you're going to be like, oh my God. Then later on, you go with your with your analytical mind, you analyze it whatsoever. Another way, it's really good to, when to do the psychic work, to do any kind of channeling, to channel for people, to send you the questions that you don't know. So you're totally biased. So your analytical mind can't influence you, because you don't know that person. That's how I love to do the readings on Etsy. I don't ask. I don't have their dates. I don't have their names. Sometimes they say the name, but doesn't matter. Like, I don't use the tools. I don't open their charts, astrology, whatever, nothing. All I say is, send me your selfie. And I don't know who the fuck they are. What I do, I open the Akashic, right? So we have a contract, right? They pay me for it. We have a contract. I have their approval to read their Akashic records. I open their Akashic records, and I read them. I know nothing about them. And that's amazing because you cannot make this shit up. The hardest is that you'll, read for your friends and family, but because, and I know myself, I would, tell them, something great or whatever, I will make it great, and it's very hard to shut down this analytical mind that wants to come up. So you're basically just writing it down. You're not questioning it. You're not analyzing while it is coming. This is how you set to rest your analytical mind, saying, it's all right. Now we're going to do this. And for right now, I don't need you. And I'm just like, I don't care. Whatever comes through, I'm just going to be writing it down. Then the next question, I'm just going to be writing it down. And I love to do that. For myself, and then go whatever, and then when I come back I was like, oh my god, because for example, when I do especially the stories from the stars that I love to do on my Etsy, that takes me hours. I'm fully in that energy. It's amazing. And I have a little bit of the questions, but it all comes for them, like where they are. The stories from the stars, they have specific frequency because I structure them in a way, so they actually show exactly people where they are on their path. How do they get, where they are, in relationship to their highest timeline, meaning their highest expression in this life, and how to get there. And, oh my God, that lasts for hours. I'm just typing it down, and more and more and more and more it's coming. And then I even have some couple of questions to ask, and those stories, they go for ages. And I don't know anything about them. Those stories are timeless. Those stories are so spot on. Some of them are so out there, and when I go back with my analytical mind, to read it, I'm like, on a couple of occasions, I was like, man, this is really out there. But, then again, I check it, well, that is what was coming, and I'm not judging it. I'm not questioning it. I was just writing it down. And I learned to trust it. And the most out there things, they actually get confirmed in a craziest way, and when I come with my analytical mind, I'm so rooted, I'm so grounded, and I'm like, how I'm going to send this to the people. It's just like, oh my God, but every single time, my reviews are 5.0, like 5 stars, because, I just allow and I train myself and I show up for myself every day. Another way, so this is the process. This is the simplest. You just have to discipline yourself, right? Another way for you to really enhance that is to start working with your dreams. I cannot say enough about the dreams. I shared something in a previous video, and you have a video about how to unpack the dreams. I'm gonna put it here. I'm totally addicted with the dreams, and needless to say how much information they give you, whatever, but you are tuning into this in your inside world every day. Like for me, now 6 years every day, even more. It's like I love it. Like I'm very pissed off, and if I wake up and I cannot remember my dream or something, sometimes I have dreams so out there that it's like the other day I had dreams, oh my God, out there, and I know I was busy, and then when I got my phone to write the things down, I don't know what to write down because it's absolutely not translatable where I was, and I wanted to put it in a human form. I wanted to put it in a word form, not gonna happen. But the great way to train this part of, because the whole art of channeling is you getting rid of this, analytical, calculative mind, and allow the divine mind to actually operate without you, analyzing while it's coming, leaving it aside. And so it's really amazing when you when you write the dreams, and you just kind of, you get up, and they don't make sense, right? And if you're gonna start tuning your analytical mind, you're gonna shut it down. You're gonna say it straight away, and that happens to me many times before. I didn't saw that little trick, and I said never again. Doesn't matter how you think that dream is stupid, it doesn't mean anything, that's just a lot of nonsense, I'm just going to turn around and sleep another round. Big mistake, because those dreams are so telling, and your analytical mind jumps in and tell you to shut it down. No. Rule number one for dream work, doesn't matter what the dream is, always write your dream. Don't, and this is also how you're not going to question it. So my job is, I get up, doesn't matter, I'm just writing it. It doesn't make any sense, I'm not with my conscious mind, I'm just writing it down, whatever I remember, I just write it down. And that's how you also train, for your channeling. Again, very important that you state who you work with, that you have your prayer, right? It's not that there is nothing to fear of. If you have a lot of, unresolved trauma, that will, that will show up in fears, or, some entities that you can attract. But this is how you do it. Doesn't matter which level of consciousness, spirituality you are. You say a little prayer, you state who you work with, because what you say, your word is the final seal. I decide this and that, and that's how it's going to go. I'm the creator. And when you're clear with that, and when you show up, like, you're going to be spot on, you can be writing the books. When I start writing, like, I get sucked into, and like, because it's the most easiest way as well, and I absolutely enjoy, writing. So the Word of God, the program that I had with 40 days of God, 40 days Word of God, that I do 40 days program with my people, with my clients, it's all channeled. The whole day I was channeling word by word, So this will be literally, this is the art of channeling. This is the art of channeling. And that's simple as. And if you watch a couple of my first two videos on this playlist, my previous videos and video before, watch that one, and I'm going to attach the video how to decode the dream. Don't allow yourself to go one more night that you don't write your dreams. And for that also, get yourself a Blue Lotus tea. And if you want to find someone that is the great price and the great quality, I will post the details of my guy that he's from Sri Lanka, because they are making a big business everywhere around, and I get a really great value. I mean, I don't make anything out of it. I just want to help the people that are working with this, because the Blue Lotus tea is the highest frequency tea, and like my people, they are now all addicted together with me. And I'm joking, like, once a junkie, always a junkie. We always need to have something, but it's really opening up. It's really, really beneficial. So I'm gonna put his WhatsApp over there. If you're interested to get it, I get for myself like half a kilo. So then I have enough, because like in Australia, it's like 5-10 times, more expensive, and I get it, from the source, and I get to support a little guy, which is what I'm all about. So my little contribution to the stuff that I actually value, that I actually love to use. So this was my 7 stars. Have a look at my information about how to join my pawn group. You're always doing some crazy, powerful stuff. The group is always thriving, so have a look at that, and let me know how you go on your next channeling session, and was this helpful. I love you much, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. Watch out for this whole playlist about, there's like whole series about expanding your consciousness. Okay, I love you.